This is Poorly Thought Through. I'm Sam Ikin. We have a very special guest tonight, the Welsh Queen of the Field, Madam Rugby herself, the divine Miss Rhian Davies. If you don't remember her, this might jog your memory.
But I haven't come here for a suntan. I've come here for cock. I mean the rugby.
I imagine that you...
So look out, Australia. She's been unleashed here. And the Australian rugby world is reeling after the Wallabies' shock loss to Scotland on Tuesday night.
Rugby now in Scotland has upset the Wallabies in their one-off test match in Newcastle. The Scots felt right at home in the wild conditions. The visitors booted 3 penalty goals to 2 in the trialist match to win 9-6. However,
Everybody take a deep breath, maybe a Bex, have a bit of a lie down and settle down a little bit. It's too early to lose faith in these Wallabies. They didn't mean to lose. On Monday, Nathan Sharp tweeted that it was always an honour to represent the people of his country. So I think we can cut him a bit of slack. There have been plenty of excuses floating about why the Wallabies lost, but I've nailed it down to 3. Number 1, the weather. Nobody likes to blame the weather, but in this case, we totally can.
As the storm blew out of Sydney, it crashed into the New South Wales Central Coast, turning the rugby union test in Newcastle into a home game for the Scots.
I have never seen conditions like this in Australia for a test match ever.
See? It was a home game for Scotland, like the lady said. Those cheeky blighters. Excuse number 2, all the players' chakras had been thrown into turmoil by the impending transit of Venus. That's when Venus passes in front of the sun, causing people around the world to risk their eyesight, seeing something that they'll be bombarded with in the evening news, only in much higher resolution. Luckily, it won't be seen again for another 105 years, which is a hell of a long time, so lap it up now, Scotland. And number 3, the Scots are crazy. Look how they celebrated their big win.
nursing a headache today. Oh, yeah, that would hurt.
Now that's what I call a Glasgow kiss. Coach Robbie Deans has copped most of the blame for the loss, but in his defence, he did look like he was trying to pass a kidney stone when he fronted the media after the game.
Oh, obviously it's a tough one to swallow.
He's obviously got a 4-year plan in place, and winning games right now is secondary. It's what we call building. Of course, nobody told Big John O'Neill.
The most vital objective for Australian Rugby Union is for the Wallabies to be the #1 team in the world.
While Kiwi Rob may think his job is safe, his boss has a different idea. This is from the ABC's Grandstand TV.
Robbie is a great coach and gets the best out of his team, and I believe he's the right person to be coaching the Wallabies.
You see what I'm saying? No? All right, maybe I need to explain. When a CEO gives a full endorsement of a coach, it's the kiss of death. Just ask anyone in England's Premier League. So we can safely write the Scotland debacle off as a minor blip. Something not to worry about. Remember this from last year?
New Zealand and right around the world, it is your moment. Manu Samoa have caused a monumental upset.
The tiny island nation of Samoa has got a huge upset. Broke our hearts. But just a few months later, the Wallabies were doing this.
But the night belongs to the men in goal. What will it be on that Sunday in late October?
The Tri-Nations isn't around anymore. It's called the Rugby Championship. So the Wallabies are Tri-Nations champions forever. So looking ahead, the Wallabies, reigning and eternal Tri-Nations champions, now have to take on the reigning Grand Slam winning Six Nations champs, Wales. So I spoke to the most credible Welsh name in rugby, Rhian Davies.
I know everything about rugby.
Do you?
Especially the hottest players. I know a lot about their vital stats.
Right, okay.
Important information.
Okay, so who should we look out for from your Welsh team?
Right now, the hottest player of the moment is Lee Halfpenny. He is on fire. You want to see him kick in. He is incredible. There is nothing that man can't do with a ball.
Really? Okay.
Well, worried? No. I am a chill-out zone because we just won the Grand Slam.
Of course.
You know, whatevs, Southern Hemisphere. I'm not
That's something
worried.
we could not do. Six Nations champions against the Tri-Nations champions.
Exactly.
The reigning Tri-Nations champions.
Best of the Northern Hemisphere versus best of the Southern-ish. You're not really best of the Southern, though, are you? Because the All Blacks, they are something else.
Have we got any security?
I mean, serious. In the Rugby World Cup, I was like,
they're pretty awesome.
Incredible.
We like our friends across the ditch. We like to pretend that we don't, but you know, good on you, New Zealand.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Do you think they're a load of toss players?
You were there, you know what they're like. Yeah. What's that say?
Okay, so Cymru means Wales in Welsh.
Oh, really?
Can you say that?
Cymru?
Very good, Sam. High five.
Yeah.
You're practically
Awesome.
fluent.
Awesome. I can speak Welsh. Say something for us in Welsh.
Hiya, Australia. Fi yn mor ecstatical I fod ma, achos chi yn totally awesome. A fi'n mynd I really joio 2 wythnos fan hyn yn teithio gwmpas gyda Tîm Rugby Cymru.
Thank you very much. We
What do you
appreciate
reckon I
that.
said?
I don't know. I think it's about 10 to 5. That's the amazing, the lovely, and the very classy Rhiannon Davies. The Welsh know her as Madam Rugby. At least that's what I think they're saying. My Welsh is a little bit rusty. And that is Poorly Thought Through for this week. Go to the website for more of that interview and other Poorly Thought Through bits and pieces. You can also find us on Green and Gold Rugby. Huge supporters of the show, and of course a big thank you to SBS World News Australia Online for making this all possible. I'm Sam Ikin. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Take care. Cheers.